Show for 16 years and counting.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly in the Factor Follow-Up segment tonight. Will the Clinton Foundation hurt Secretary Clinton's chances to become president? Latest from the Washington Post says that Bill Clinton received nearly $18 million from a for-profit college called Laureate International Universities. Apparently, the former president was an honorary chancellor. $18 million for that. Here's the problem. The Laureate's senior vice president at the time, Joseph Duffy, got access to Hillary Clinton when she was Secretary of State. Mr. Duffy also donated thousands to the Clinton Foundation. Joining us now from Washington to assess, Charles Crowder. First of all, I think you could get that job. Honorary chancellor of whatever university it is for $18 million, Charles. That sounds good, right?
Yeah, but you have no idea how many papers he graded.
He didn't grade
your
it.
Your hand can get really tired writing in the margins.
It's just honorary. And you could still be on Fox News because you'd just be honorary, but you'd get $18 million. I mean, come on. Is this not a scam?
Well, I don't know about if it's a scam. You know, Babe Ruth endorsed a lot of products that I'm not sure he used. This is endorsement. This is the use of your name, the use of your reputation, and cashing it in. Now, it's pretty unsavory when a president is doing it, but that's exactly what's happening here. I think even if his wife were not running for president or Secretary of State, he would have been doing something like this, perhaps for a little less money. But what he's doing is saying, I will endorse your product so that you can grow the business. People will look at it and say, well, the former president is involved, it can't be a scam. And it hasn't been exposed as a scam. This is not like a Trump University.
Well, wait.
This is a real university with real diplomas, but it was hyped up by a guy who probably had nothing to do with it in terms of its actual operations and got paid a huge amount of money.
But there's more involved with that. I mean, the guy, the senior vice president, then gets invited to a State Department dinner. I mean, that adds to the prestige of Laureate, whatever it is. And then the same guy kicks more than $10,000 into the foundation. Come on. Look, I guess we could be cynical and say this is what America is all about these days. Everything's for sale. But that's what it's about. Everything's for sale. You want a state dinner with Hillary Clinton? Hey, hire a husband for $18 million and you got it, right?
Look, I don't approve of this. I've written about this. We seem to have this standard that we have accepted over the decades. You can pay for access, and that's okay, at least it's not illegal, but you can't if you get an actual trinket in return, a favor, a bribe. That's the bright line. One sends you to jail, and the other simply indicts your personality and your ethics. Now, we have lived with that for years. It applies to everybody, not just the Clintons. So I don't think it has a major effect on her. I think it does to some extent because this is the Clinton way. You sell your name, you sell your power, you sell everything. But I think the bigger story here and the real damage it's done, and you can see it in the polls, the reason her numbers have shrunk is because this keeps coming out. There is nothing that escapes the smothering cloud of these stories. I mean, her message can get out. She makes speeches on a ton of stuff. Nobody either remembers or even covers it. Every day it's a different story. And it's a different detail. Not that the details in themselves really matter, but it is simply a reminder of their personality, acquisitiveness, the idea that they are not liable to the rules of everybody else. And that's the damage. She can't run a campaign. There's nothing coming out of her campaign other than the drip, drip, drip of these stories every day.
Don't you think many Americans, though, want some dignity in the White House, and that might be hurting both candidates? 30 seconds.
I think you're right. That's why they are the two most unpopular candidates in polling history. And the only reason people will vote for one over the other, with small exceptions, is to keep the other out of the White House. This is a competition, a race to the bottom, and the one who hits it second is the winner.
All right, Charles Crowder, everyone. Waters on deck. He's talking race with the folks in Philadelphia. A special Waters World, moments away.